Hey everyone, and welcome to Cloud M versus the Ris3n community here in Alpha Rookie. In the bottom right corner, representing the Cosmic Cloud Militia, it's Cowboy Dan. And in the top left, it's the indomitable force, the immovable object, Stillfly. Stillfly tends to favor Phoenix when he plays as Protoss, just in general, in any matchup. So a Stargate opener would be par for the course for him. I'm not too familiar with Cowboy Dan, but what I do know is that he has a tie this season, so congratulations to Cowboy Dan. He told me he ran out of units, and both players just floated their buildings, and that was the whole show. Imagine getting a tie in 2020. I know. Ooh, it's going to be a proxy factory from Cowboy Dan. My assumption would be... Well, okay, so first of all, before I make any calls, as a friendly reminder, Rookie is capped at 4,300 MMR over the last couple months. So you cannot have been 4,300 in one MMR, or you cannot compete in this league. No off races, which is a change from last season. A lot of players were allowed to off race. But, yeah, it looks like Stillfly going for a proxy pylon. So, I would expect this to be a proxy Hellion drop. However, given that we're dealing with some lower MMR players, it really could be anything. He lauded the Stalker! Oh no, he doesn't have energy to recall! Oh my god. Wait! Yeah, so, again, this should be a Hellion drop, but he's gonna build Widow Mines in the main of Stillfly. This is definitely not a pro move. Oh my god, why did Cowboy Dan pull his Reaper back? Why would you do that? There were no defensive units, Cowboy Dan! Oh my god. He could have killed like 5 probes. Okay, it's not going to be a Stargate play. It's going to be a proxy Immortal from Stillfly. Rookie is a wondrous place where anything can happen. Stillfly retreats the probes. One of his stalkers gets trapped, and he distributed the... What? Which is... Okay, I mean... Guess they both shot the same probe. This is madness. Like, this is just insanity. Like, they're both, like, talking, like, in other languages, and neither of them understands. Like, they're not real. Like, they're just spouting nonsense at this point. But the nonsense seems to be working a lot better for Stillfly. I mean, Cowboy Dan did go for the proxied Cloak Banshee. That's going to be really vulnerable if Stillfly finds out about it. But he doesn't have anything at home to defend against this. 8, 9... 10, 11, 12, 14 SCVs go down as they rally to the net. With 2 Marines firing behind those SCVs, he might have gotten, well, he would have gotten a kill on the Immortal, maybe that low health Stalker as well, but as of right now, those 14 SCVs were traded out for free. The rest of them are going to be pulled. This time the Marines are going to help out, but Stillfly now microing with the Prism. Cloak isn't quite finished, and he's going to lose the Banshee. He can't afford to remake it either. GG is called. Stillfly takes game number... In the top right corner of Ris3n Chrome as the Red Zerg, he's 11. In the bottom left, As the blue Terran, it's Donnie Vermillion. The lava spray is resurging once again. Co-op players know what I'm talking about. Okay. Vermillion. It's gonna wall off at the top of the ramp. Very standard opener. 11 in this matchup really likes his Nidus Worms. I mean, really likes them. I mean, like, I haven't seen him not play Nidus Worm in this matchup, ever. So he's going to go hatch first. Isenchrome is a large macro map. There's not actually a whole lot of space in the Terran main where you can drop the Nidus Worms. So, I mean, our storyline is the question of whether 11 tries his tried and true build versus Terran, or if we see something dramatically different from the Zerg. Eleven is going to be wanting to eke out a win here. Third in the roster is the former Grandmaster player Meek. And he is always a tough opponent to take down. So I think Ris3n really wants to win the match before it comes down to the ace match, because there's a very strong chance that Meek wins his game. And if Meek gets to play in the ace map, Ris3n may struggle a little bit. However, if 11 can get a win against Vermillion, and then the fourth player for Ris3n can clean up, it should be a win. Okay, 11's continuing to drone. We're not seeing a lair. So, 11 very importantly scouted the tech lab on the starport. It's going to be Viking first for Vermillion, but here's the fusion core a little bit farther back. I don't think 11 saw the fusion core. Oh, he just tapped it. But I don't know that he saw enough to realize what this building is. These coolant towers hadn't really shown themselves yet, and it was just a very brief moment of vision. He doesn't actually have that many queens right now. I mean, 2 more pop out, but he pulled his inject queens to deal with his Hellion aggression. Lair almost finished for 11, and interestingly enough, like a Nidus play would have blind countered this with roaches. However, this is the one game we didn't see 11 go Nidus, and it probably would have worked beautifully. So we're going to continue into the next phase. 11 needs more and more queens out. He has spores at each base. 2 in the main, but I'd like to see 2, maybe even 3 at each of these hatcheries. He needs to creep out to his 4th location, wherever he's going to take it, and get that down soon as well. Vermilion not building a 3rd command center, even though he does have 400 minerals. His production is a little bit on the low side as well. He's building more supply depots for some reason, even though he's pretty far away from the supply cap. Oh, even throwing down 2 more. He needs production, man. Or he needs a new command center. His Hellions are a little bit injured. They could get a run-by. And the BC hits the main. Okay, they're gonna morph into Hellbats, actually. You could hear the battlecruiser blink in the background. These queens are gonna get blinked on top of, actually. The banelings are getting decent connections. Decent enough, rather. This queen isn't targeting the low health Hellbat. This was a bold play from Vermilion, but it's one that's gonna work. Oh no. The drones get stutter step, but there's actually not really any casualties, surprisingly. This queen is enough to finish off the battlecruiser. Without Yamato Cannon, and the battlecruiser's gonna die! It didn't run away! Oh my god! Double knockout! 11 comes out ahead. At least from this wave. There's another battlecruiser blinking to the front, but like 11's still gonna be on 3 base, and Vermilion threw down his next command center really late. If I were 11, I'd almost just defend, you know, these 3 bases, let this one get sacked, it'll buy you time. But he's going to bravely push out to defend it. He has a little bit of Ling Bane outside the wall. There are a couple Hellions to defend. It's not well, he's going to need to use the Banelings to break through the supply depots, and he can only light them on fire. He doesn't have enough to actually get kills. So he's just going to drone heavily back at home. Vermilion a little bit too afraid with this battlecruiser. He could have taken down the only 2 queens at the time and then the hatchery, but he's being a little bit of a scaredy cat. Oh, that's a very bad choke point. Yeah, this is the best that. Oh, okay, no. Those were the best Baneling hits he could have hoped for. He might even get another Hellion. He will. That was pure luck on the part of 11. A very risky play. Very high risk, very high reward, and he got the rewards. $11, I think, is still ahead. Vermilion did drop his 3rd, and this is going to be a huge boost to his economy. BC is still gaining value on the Zerg side of the map. 11, despite having a Spire, is going to go primarily into Hydralisk. They aren't in great enough numbers that they can straight up engage the battlecruisers right now, but they will help defend a little bit. Despite how many battlecruisers are being made for the Terran, there was no Yamato Cannon. I think Vermilion's finally going to shut down the BC production and go into Bio. He's already started teching in that direction, but it's going to be more of a full committal. 11 looks like he's going for an all-out Roach Hydra attack. This can work. It's going to depend on how quickly he takes down the tank. You know what? He may not need to engage those 2 tanks if he goes for the wall. Yeah, no, Vermilion's going to be pushing into him. He's still not reacting. There we go, finally moving over. Ooh, 11's running a little bit scared, so Vermilion is going to hold this off. He also didn't reinforce to the front. He's going for 30 Lings, Infestation Pit, 1-1, Baneling speed. 11's tech is kind of all over the place. Vermilion had a little bit more solid of a game plan, I think. He's going into 4th CC, and despite, you know, the delayed 3rd, he's stabilized quite a bit. Both players are racing toward the maxed out point of the game. 11 will be supply blocked, which is going to hurt a little bit. Full medevac gets picked up, but this hatchery will be cancelled. Or killed. It gets killed. So about an even trade there. Oh no, 11's pulling... He's F2ing around. You can't F2. All the Marauders are in the front, so the Banelings are going to go down very quickly. There's now nothing to close the distance with the Marines. I mean, there's Banelings in the mix, but they're trapped in by the Roach Hydra. The Roach Hydra are going to have a tough time engaging into 3 tanks. It's all about how much time the bio can buy for the tanks. Okay, they retreat behind the tank line. 2 tanks are down, but there's still that second line of defense here for the Terran, and 11's just rallying into it as Vermilion uses his dropship to attack into 11's 4th base. 11 softened up the bio quite a bit, but there's still those tanks behind us. Ooh, Vermilion overextends onto creep, though. He didn't scan the tumors. The Lings are going right into the tank line. The first 2 have fallen, and the back 2 will as well. But Vermilion is dropping in the natural. He's going to get even more drone kills as the assimilator dies. Not all the Marines are firing, but they're going to catch the Lings as they trickle in, and that has alerted Vermilion to his mistake, so he will stem forward. About 8 more drones do get picked off. Medevac, below half health, will pin down the Zerg for a little bit, but 11 still on 5 hatchery. Despite all that damage, he does need to remake his workers very quickly. Vermilion moved out a 4th base, probably going to make this one a planetary. And he is going to want to recover his creep spread, especially to the west. Vermilion's defense is weak toward the production. The Lings are going to get in. 11 needs to very quickly decide what targets he wants to go for. He could have gotten a couple tanks, but it does look like he wants to go after the SCVs instead. He's a little overambitious trying to attack at the front as well, but 11 will regain the worker lead by droning up at home and picking off 2 entire mineral lines for a total of about 20 worker kills. Eleven's being dropped at 12 o'clock and 3 o'clock. He cleans up the 3 o'clock. 12 o'clock will get the kill on the hatchery. You can survive as a 4-base Zerg at this point, but it will be very critical for 11 not just to get up a 5th, but also a 6th base in the near future. And this is going to be a tough hold against Vermilion's 170 supply. There's not anything in the medevac, 11. You can leave it alone. Oh, no. Okay. One tank gets caught out of position, but there are still 3 with the army. They will be allowed to siege. 11 makes it out before he faces a volley from those tanks. He needs Vermilion to overextend. He needs the Banelings to hit near perfectly on the Marines, but there's a heavy Marauder shield up front. This is great positioning from the Cloud M player. 11 just doesn't have enough units to do this job. The creep, unfortunately, cleared up between these 2 little sections, so 11 couldn't close the distance fast enough. He's going to lose another hatch, and he's barely mining at this point. Vermilion is maxed. 1k in the bank. Eleven will make a last stand, but mark my words, this is going to be his last stand. The final Hydra gets picked off. Down goes the upgrade. GG is called. Vermilion. Will OBS hook the game? Yes, yes it will. In the top left, as the pink Protoss, it's the captain of Cosmic Cloud Militia, Meek. In the bottom right, as the red Protoss, for Ris3n, it's Sly. It's 1-1. I am predicting a Meek victory here. We will see how well Sly can play this out. It's a Forge first from our cheesy Protoss player. Sly is going to have his Cannon Rush defense skills tested. Meek sends out a second probe. Sly took the gas. 3, 4 pylons complete the wall for Meek. There have been no probes pulled to defend this. A Zealot will pop out. There's now no longer enough time to kill this cannon. He's chasing the probe around. Well, the probes, plural. But the... Okay, he gets one. There's the Cyber Core. It's gonna be a while before we see a Stalker. Oh no, it's going in against this cannon! It could have canceled this. Wait, Meek cancels it anyway. Oh my god. There's 2 more cannons. Zealot pops out. It can hit these cannons. They should be out of range of this one. Oh no, but this cannon finishes. It's gonna kill the Zealot. The Gateway's gonna die. Cancellation on the Cyber Core. As Sly takes a Ninja expansion. So what Sly is going to do is just let this Nexus die, save all the probes, and then recall to his hidden base. He's probably gonna build a Gateway down here as well, I would assume. Shields are down. Sly is mining as much as he can before he has to get out of here. Well, there's a Zealot out, so... I was gonna say that Sly was going to try to hug the corner and not get scouted. But the recall is gonna be seen... Oh, is it though? No, he's gonna kill the Zealot. Okay. This is a nice move. Now he should group... Oh! Jeez, no. They tried to mine... Okay, Meek could still read this wrong. There's the recall. Yeah, Meek shouldn't even hear the sound effect, but he is sending out a scouting probe. He's like, why hasn't my opponent left the game? Aw, he already found it. Never mind. There are 2 gates down here. There is a Cyber Core, and Meek's gonna Cannon Rush anyway. This time there will be 2 zealots out to meet him. This should not be successful by any means. And we have a reset. Sly is actually ahead of Worker. But Meek sends out an Adept, and there's no way for Sly to deal with this. Well, Meek sat in the corner. He could have even shaded out of there. So he will lose this Cannon Rush. So a few minerals gone for a pink toss. Oh, he loses the probe. I think Sly's being too timid because he's going to have Stalkers out. He doesn't need to be afraid of this guy. He does if there's 2 shield batteries to back him up. Shade into the mineral line. Should mean that the Adept gets surrounded, I think. Shield battery makes these probes basically immortal. But these shield batteries make this Adept basically immortal. Sly needs to keep producing. He's banking minerals, he's banking gas, and his gateways aren't doing anything. There it is, 2 more Stalkers. Shield battery out of energy for Sly. Meek keeps warping in. Sly needs to pull the probes to fight. Okay, he's gonna go for shield battery overcharge instead, but there's only 1 Stalker left. The shield battery overcharge won't last forever. The probes really needed to fight here. A second shield battery will be operational soon, but the Stalker's gonna die before that happens. 2 more Stalkers join the fight for Sly, but I think things are too in favor of Meek right now. The probes need to fight. The new shield battery goes down. GG is called. Meek takes a 2nd point for Cosmic Cloud. On the left side of Golden Wall, representing Cosmic Cloud Militia. As the red Zerg, it's Unholy. And on the right side, as the green Zerg, for Ris3n, it's Mumbles. Look, guys, look. 11 wanted me to click the button, so, yeah, look, we're zooming. We're zooming up, up. Look, look, guys. You can see half the map. It's adding to the experience, you know? Okay, we're done with the nonsense. Okay, alright, I'm done. I know what you guys really want to see. Here's the upgrade tab. Oh yeah, it's juicy. It's juicy up. Okay, I'm memeing. I know these guys. If you're new to the channel, I'm just joking around. Okay. So, Unholy has an earlier gas opener than Mumbles. That's going to result likely in quicker link speed. Mumbles is the last hope of Ris3n. They need to win this to go to the ace match. Which I would be happy to see. You know, I'm not gonna reveal Ris3n's ace choice. Actually, I don't know Ris3n's ace choice, but I can make an educated guess. And I think Ris3n's player versus Meek would be a very fun time indeed. This is an early Warren from Mumbles. Unholy goes into lair. Mumbles goes into lair too. This is rather confusing from both our players. Neither one's going for a third. Oh! Speak of the devil! Okay, so there's a Ling here to intercept the drone from Unholy. I don't know that it can see the drone, though. Yeah, there's the hatch, so it does scout it, but it doesn't serve its primary purpose of delaying the third hatch. These guys are going to try to get some damage. Mumbles will be able to stop this from being cancelled. Just a little bit of damage on the hatch. And the roach play has been revealed. Bane Nest finishes for Unholy. I don't know how much that's going to help him against this push. Mumbles did skip Ling speed. Yeah, I don't know. Both players are playing in unique ways. It does make it a little bit difficult for me to predict what's going to happen, just because of how out of meta this is from both players. But good on them for, you know, throwing out their own styles. Their own furious styles. Great Baneling hits against the slow Lings. There aren't enough roaches to clean this all up. First two fall, down goes the third, and reinforcements will clean up the fourth. Mumbles has plenty of time to get up a roach ball back at home, though. He is only mining off of less than 1 gas for a roach play. These 3 roaches will get overwhelmed in the front. Mumbles is slowly getting overwhelmed. 6 roaches would be enough to hold this off. And he is ahead 9 workers, so he can actually take a couple battle drone losses as well. Yeah, he's still going to be ahead 3 workers after all this is said and done. Unholy just didn't continue committing, and he pulled 2 battle drones of his own to the front. The roach count is 11-9 in favor of Unholy, but he is going up against the defender's advantage. It looks like Unholy at some point canceled his lair and remade it. Wait, no, he's getting a second lair! This is a double lair play from Unholy. That is Unholy. He left the drone's hotkey to his roach ball. Oh, man. I think the slow Lings actually turn this in favor of Mumbles, but some of the roaches aren't firing. Every shot really counts here for the green Zerg. Speedlings get in on Mumbles' roaches. Mumbles does have 1 roach firing from the back, but he is going to have to back off here. 7 more roaches are going to pop from Mumbles, and with the forces popping at this hatch and the roaches coming in from behind, I think he might be able to pull off the defense. Mumbles is researching Carapace. Still no Ling speed in sight, although there are 12 slow Zerglings in development. Unholy is marching divided, fighting united. He will get concaved by Mumbles if he's not careful. Mumbles has high ground, but he's not shooting with all his roaches again. Slow Lings are tanking damage. Unholy goes on the retreat. Okay. Mumbles will have earlier roach speed. It's weird that he got Carapace but not speed, because Carapace is like a combined arms type of deal, where an unupgraded roach will take 3 shots to kill a Zergling instead of 2. However, that doesn't really matter if they're getting an extra shot off, because your lings are taking forever to close distance. Astounding. Alright. Mumbles is going into Spire. This could work. He has to hold this next push, though, and this push is going to have Ravagers. It's going to be +1 range versus +1 Carapace, but Unholy isn't waiting for it! Three biles, 4 biles do connect. Mumbles finally has Ling speed. He does eat another 4 more biles. Unholy has the advantage right now. But Mumbles has bought enough time for the Spire. However, he doesn't have any gas to build Muta. He can build a single Muta. His ground army is getting overrun. Mumbles goes for 9 more roaches, but the math just doesn't work out. Oh no. The rally point means these roaches take a bunch of extra shots as well. 2 overlords get picked out of the sky, and Unholy is going to go in and kill this third. Mumbles is getting out 2 Muta, but it will take them eons to kill all these roaches. And all the buildings on the ground, all the drones will be gone by that time. You really need, if you're going for the Spire, you need to spend all these extra minerals on spines. And just hold the ground with your roaches in front of the spines. And buy time to get out 7, 8 Muta. Biles even softening up the Air Force. Mumbles with a valiant last defense is going to try and hold on. He did get a top right corner base as well, but there's no chance he will ever get his reinforcements united. 5 more Muta are popping. But like I noted earlier, these guys are just going to clean everything up before all the roaches die. And it looks like the match is going to go to Cosmic Cloud Militia 3-1. If Mumbles won this game, it would be the greatest comeback in StarCraft 2 history. Oh no. Loses a Muta to Corrosive Bile. GG, well played is called. Unholy takes the match 3-1 for Cosmic Cloud Militia. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Renegade. I hope you enjoyed the cast. I'm going to be doing my own ladder session for a couple of hours. I'm just gonna let the stream delay run out, and it'll be like I wasn't even gone if you guys want to stick around for that. If not, please consider dropping a follow. I cast, I ladder, I play Warhammer every single day. And if I miss a day, I always make up those hours. So thank you guys for watching. Congratulations to Cosmic Cloud Militia. I've been Renegade, and I'll see you in the next one.
Born from the ashes. Born from the ashes. Born from the ashes.